Hey guys, my name is Daniel Katov and welcome to African Beast Weightlifting YouTube channel. Alright, so today we're going to be discussing what is weightlifting part 2 of the clean and jerk. Okay, so our last video we discussed the snatch. Today we're going to be doing the clean and jerk. Again, what is weightlifting? It is the individual's ability to successfully lift a barbell loaded with weight plates from the ground to overhead into specific movements. Now the first one was the snatch, which we did in our last video. Please go and check that one out. And then our second one is the clean and jerk, which we'll be covering today. So the clean and jerk. What is the clean and jerk? The clean and jerk is two movements combined together to get the bar from the ground overhead. Alright, so as it is two movements, let's break it up into those two. First one, the clean. What is the clean? The clean is getting the bar from the floor to our shoulders first, and then the jerk will be going from our shoulders overhead. Alright, so the clean, there are different types of variations of the clean. You get the muscle clean, hand clean, power clean, squat clean. Most of you will only ever see the squat clean in competition unless you are Shizi Young. Shout out to Shizi Young from China, who actually power cleans in competition. Generally you will see power clean maybe sometimes in beginner level, but often it's the squat clean as you go along. So I'll demonstrate to you what the squat clean looks like. Okay, it is going from the floor onto our shoulders but catching it in our squat. So from here, alright, so that is the clean. Okay guys, so the jerk is going from our shoulders to overhead. There are generally three different ways that you will normally see the jerk happen. It is the power jerk, the squat jerk, and the split jerk. Okay, now the power jerk is catching it in a slightly partial position or squat position. The squat jerk, you are catching it in a full low depth position, and then the split jerk, we're actually moving our legs into a lunged position and then fully recovering. Now the clean and jerk ends once our legs and our arms are fully locked out at the top, coming to a standstill together, alright, at the end of the jerk. Alright, so again I'll demonstrate all three of the power jerk, squat jerk, and the split jerk. So let's look how those look. Alright, so the power jerk is from here, driving into a partial squat and standing up. Alright, the squat jerk is very similar, except we're catching it in a low squat. So what that looks like from here. And our split jerk is the last one. From here we're going to go into a lunge position. Recovering. So fun facts about the clean and jerk or the weightlifting in the Olympics. It was originally used with a dumbbell, and it was in the first Olympics. It was actually considered a track and field event where they would pick up the dumbbell and chuck it onto the grass, as you see today with a lot of shot puts and discus events and javelin throwing. It would also be part of those events. Later, when the barbell was introduced, it was no longer used for the dumbbell and no longer part of the track and field events, and it then became a clean and press event. Alright, the clean and press then turned into the clean and jerk, mostly for the judging of the form. For the judges, it made it easier, as well as the safety of the athletes, as the form became quite horrific when they were trying to press the very large weights. The snatch, as we discussed in our last video, the snatch was only introduced into weightlifting 28 years later, and today the clean and jerk and the snatch totals are then combined to give you a combined total, which is what you would then compete with in the Olympics today. I hope you guys enjoyed this about the clean and jerk and what is weightlifting. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.